Hi, everybody. This is Marilyn. We have an audio check. Do we have? Oh, yes, we do. Thanks, John. Um, this is Welcome to My World, the afternoon edition, and this is Monday, the 23rd of November. So we certainly have had an interesting day today. And if you recall, I was talking about in the past how these folks with the hedge fund managers and the uh, mutual fund managers and all these companies with huge amounts of money, they start repositioning at this time of year. And so we had some wonderful trend trades across almost every market today. The only one that didn't kind of cooperate was gold, but everything else has given really nice trades, especially if you. I hope that you're starting to see the value of this, these using these apex systems, because whatever strategy works for you, and it's strictly a personal matter. I mean, if you see one that makes a little more sense to you and you think is a little easier for you to understand and to work with, fine, because there are all kinds of ways to use these, and they the accuracy is unbelievable. So um, this afternoon, I really didn't expect crude oil to give us too much, but it certainly did. It went right up here to this half deviation, and this is, I love these long bars right up here at the top, and here's our deviation mountain. Just went neatly down the other side and just kept on going down the other side. When something like this gets started and you're wondering where will it go, watch this deviation indicator right here, because when it builds this mountain up and then it just makes a nice smooth run, this will keep going down until the mountain changes. And it picked, what is this? It picked the high of last session to turn around, right? That's why I keep these on here. The bus drivers know where all these streets are, believe you me. That's why they drive the bus. So the other thing that was real easy to see today on crude oil, if it's easier for you with whatever chart you're using to trade these, the crude oil from one major street or these ice levels to the next one to the next, bus drivers very respectful. You just have to be aware that when you get it near a big street, there's going to be a lot of passenger on and off load right here. So the bus is likely to hang around there for a while instead of blowing right on through it like it did here. Um, this is typical also of the time of day. I don't like to trade this kind of stuff because it makes me crazy. So, is the crazy I think is probably the best way to describe that. But I don't like that. I love these. These are just so nice, and you really don't have to fight all this traffic in here if you don't want to. And the volume, if you notice the volume, this is almost 500,000 shares or 500,000 contracts are trading in crude oil right now, and there's blocks coming in at 35, and I think there was one at 42, and what have you. So the strongest of these on the down slope of the indices has definitely been NQ. So if you're trading NQ, you should have had a really nice last, say, hour with that. We have the VIX coming up just a little bit as these indices go down. The VIX is just a hair over 16 right now. We'll have to see how that is. And I also, for those of you who monitor the DAX, the DAX left the red ice line today about I don't know, about 12:30 or so, and it never once ever weakened. It just kept on going down, and it moved from the red ice, which is right below the settlement. Either way you wanted to look at that, they're very, very close, and it just kept right on going. It went down to the zero point 0.7 deviation level before it stopped. So that also tells you that these indices are in the down humor. Um, and let me see. Tomorrow morning we're going to have news at 8:30. There was some discussion in the chat earlier about news and whether you trade news or you don't trade news. I strongly recommend that you go to the Apex website and check the news tab. Daryl posts very specific trades. They're Nadex trades, but they're very specific around news events. And a lot of people just trade those. There are a lot of small traders who trade the news only. They don't want to be bothered any other time because they're taking advantage of the volatility around news. The problem becomes when you have a trade or you're about to enter a trade and you are completely unaware that the news is coming. Time of day is very important in trading. I I recommend you spend you have something set into your trading system where you are very aware of the time of day. Tomorrow morning we're going to have U.S. news comes out at 8:30. And again, about 9 is the S&P CS Composite. And again, at 10 is the CB Consumer Confidence. So there's going to be a little news coming from all of that. And then the announcement that I wanted to make too, to make you all aware of it, is kind of the preliminary announcement. I don't have the details yet, but they will, when they become available, be on the lookout, because from Black Friday through the next Monday, whatever that is, the Apex will be offering a considerably discounted rate for an annual membership, and that is going to come with access to Daryl doing. He's going to share these with those people. He's going to share the trades that he uses for his monthly income every single month, which he has never shared with any of us before. So all I can tell you is he has a fairly nice lifestyle for his family, and they're very comfortable. So if you have an interest in that and you are a committed Apex, it's going to be worth your while, I know, for that. So as soon as the details on that are available, you will get them, but it's coming. So that's going to be, I'm pretty excited about that, because I know that Daryl he is an excellent trader, and he's been doing this a long time, and he really doesn't work very hard at it. What he works really hard at is coming up with all these ideas and the programming and the what have you to give us these fabulous tools. So with that, I think that's about it. If anybody has any questions for me, just go ahead and type them in. I'll try to get them answered for you. And so I will see you all tomorrow morning. This has been my view from my world in Apex land, brought to you by Apex Investing. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Thanks.